Author Carol Anderson describes the two tasks to crush the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The first was to redefine what the Civil Rights Movement was about, and President Nixon, Carol Anderson has in here saying almost every legislative roadblock to equality of opportunity for education, jobs, and voting had been removed. President Nixon was ignoring the $24 trillion in multi-general devastations that African Americans suffered in lost wages, stolen land, educational impoverishment, and housing inequalities. Even Patrick Buchanan, the advisor to Richard Nixon and presidential candidate himself, would explain decades later, America has been the best country on earth for black folks. It was here that 600,000 black people brought from Africa in slave ships grew into a community of 40 million, were introduced to Christian salvation, and reached the greatest level of freedom and prosperity blacks have ever known. These political figures were trying to forget the past, and another president who was trying to forget the past was Lyndon Johnson, who created the Great Society, which gave aid to education, gave Medicare and urban renewal to people in poverty, and he created the affirmative action, which gave equal opportunity no matter your race or gender in employment. And they were developed to aid African Americans financially, and this was characterized as reverse racism against blue-collar whites and described as government handouts to blacks.